Sarah Casey, founder of Liberate Her, and I am going to share with you my favorite Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation. Why? Because I've gone to 18 of his events and I have been involved with his work for the last 5 years, and this is a question that I get asked all the time. So my favorite meditation, and I have done them all, is the generous present moment. And that's actually the meditation that I started with prior to ever going to one of his events. And I'm going to tell you why that's actually really important. So a friend of mine sent me Dr. Joe's, some YouTube video of him in 2018. It was like 40 minutes long. And I'm like, I'm not watching this video. I don't know this guy. This is way too long. I don't have time for this. So I put it aside. But intuition kept nudging me back to that video. So long story short, I eventually watched it, and his work resonated with everything that I was already doing, everything that I had already studied. And so I actually started diving into his work, his books, and meditation is something that I had no interest in meditation. Absolutely not. I have been a runner, a boxer, I've been in martial arts. Everything I've done in my life has been like fast-paced, fast movement. So for me to actually sit down and meditate was like, hell to the no, it's not happening. So, but here's the thing. At the time of finding his work, I was broke in my bank account and I wasn't doing so well at all. So I really wanted to create wealth. That was something at the time that I hadn't mastered. And so I thought, okay, if meditation is going to help me to do that, I'm all in. So I found the generous present moment and I started meditating. I was like, I'm going to meditate every single day, and that's just going to be my goal. And for somebody that's never meditated, even to sit down for 5 minutes, it's like, for me, that was a bit of a struggle. So my goal was just let me get through this 40 plus minute meditation. I don't care if I'm thinking about other things. Like my goal was just to sit, just to get through it and sit. I wasn't trying to get to some Zen place in my mind. That took some time. So I actually spent the first 2 months, every single day, I would come home, I would do the generous present moment, not in my bed because I would have fallen asleep. So I would do it on like a chair in my living room. And for the first couple of months, nothing happened. But I kept going. And it was like the third month of doing that all of a sudden I'm like halfway through the meditation and I have this experience, this out of body experience where I felt like I was just in a different universe. Like everything felt like pure love. It was that bliss that you often hear people talking about when everything goes quiet. They don't have thoughts racing. You can't feel your body trying to unseat you and get you up. Like there was nothing except the experience of pure love in that moment. And I was like, if this took me 2.5 months to get to, I would do it. I don't care if it took me 2 years. I would show up every day for that one fucking moment. It was so profound. So for me, the generous present moment is my all-time favorite meditation that he has put out, and he has put out phenomenal ones, but that is the one for me that I started with before ever going to one of his retreats. And I had a mystical moment during that meditation, and that again happened before going to one of his retreats. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people feel like once they start studying his work, maybe you're not going to have a moment like that unless you're at one of his events. So I want to let you know that you can absolutely have a mystical moment through meditation, especially if you're a beginner. Like I was a beginner. So it took me 2.5 months to have that moment, and I've been having them now ever since. So my go-to is the generous present moment. And if you were to say, give me a second one, they're so good, but I would definitely say Blessing of the Energy Centers, and I am obsessed with The Alchemist. So those are my top 3. Number 1 is the generous present moment. Go check it out on his website. Hope you enjoy.